He gets down close. Looks like he's about a half yard short. Ball inside the one. Johnson again. Yep. This time he is hit by Jack Reynolds and knocked backwards, if you can believe that. 11th play in this drive coming up. Anderson will look and throw. Alexander does not get in. They give the shotgun, I don't know. The 49ers don't think he made it. Just on the bottom of that pile, Jack Reynolds again, number 64. That's a team effort for San Francisco's defense.
Craig Patterson's way to the goal line. He goes in for a 49er touchdown. And the 49ers are leaving the Miami Dolphins far to the rear now.
Weiss has just set a Super Bowl record with 12 catches. He's in motion. Montana, touchdown, John Taylor.
Founded and backed by the GOAT himself, Goat Fuel is a great tasting energy drink without the crash. Use our affiliate link below to save 10% on all Goat Fuel energy drinks. Help out the show and save 10% at the official Niner online store by using our affiliate link in the description below. Go to seatgiant.ca to save on all your theater, concert, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out the show. The website again, seatgiant.ca. Promo code Niner Faithful Radio. Follow us on social media at Niner Faithful Radio on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and TikTok, and at Niner Faithful R on X.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very sad post-game show. 49ers lose to Seattle 13-3. Here to talk about a lot of things with this game. Overall, it was just a tough game for the Niners. Pressuring Purdy all game, basically. Um, Defense just not being able to get off the field, giving up 3 and 17 or 14 or whatever it was, like 3 and long. It was just a tough game for the Niners. So we're gonna talk all about it. Let's see. Let's start with the offense. Seattle's defense pretty much, for the most part, shut Niners down. For the most part, didn't really. Niners went 3 and out like the first 2 drives of the game, which has been very uncanny of them the last few games. So that was rough. Pretty much was beginning of disaster. Purdy was under duress and pressured pretty much the whole game. Barely had time to get anything out. Kyle just keep trying to get the run game going, which I understand, but it was just not working because Seattle is really good at run defense and basically was able to take out McCaffrey. Somehow George Kittle was not a factor in this game. I'd have to go back and really look. Because it's just I'm just confused why they just didn't try to do more 2 tight end sets, especially with our wide receiver injuries with Ricky Pearsall being out and Trent Williams being out. Like, I just don't understand. But yeah, overall, man, it was just not the day. They had one drive near the end of the game that would have kept them in the game if they would have gotten a touchdown, but it was just not it. Miscommunication. McCaffrey wasn't able to hang on to it, and it went straight into the Seattle defender's arms, and it was a pick. Brutal way to end. It was just real rough. Definitely shows that, like, while our offense is really good, on defense, we just don't have the caliber of players to really take on what a lot of these guys, with a lot of these playoff teams players. It's going to be a tough task, especially with all the injuries. Speaking of injuries, Bethune has an ankle. Ricky Pearsall and Trent Williams did not play. Purdy did get hurt at the end. According to Kyle, I watched his little brief part of the press conference. He had a stinger, so he should be okay. He was caught a stinger at the end, so that sucks. But this is nothing else serious, and his thumb is bleeding. But I'm trying to think who else. But then really the one I remember getting mixed up. And he tried to go back out there. Another player for groin injury. I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now, guys. I'm sorry. So we have some injuries to monitor moving forward. But yeah, man, our offense got shut down pretty bad. It was kind of eye-opening how good Seattle's defense is. I can't watch Seattle games. It gets me to irate. I only watched a bit of the Rams-Seattle game just because I wanted to see what would happen. And it sucks, but in the way this is like kind of a crazy thing is because we're just playing of house money, guys. We've had so many injuries, and we're going to end up playing wild card weekend, which is going to be insane. So we'll have to see how that ends up. But we can hang on to a divisional round by some miracle, and get Fred Warner back. That would be insane. So we'll have to see how that goes moving forward. But it's just like it was not a fun game for offense tonight. At all. And kind of the same for defense. Seattle's offense just kind of had their way moving down the field with ease on the Niners defense, and it's rough, man. Like, We are so baked up. It's insane to me. Um, Niners did get 2 sacks though, which is good. Um, try to take something positive out of it. That is definitely moving in the right direction. Um, so we'll have to see how that goes moving forward. But like they couldn't get off the field in plays that they really needed to get off the field. Some unfortunate penalty calls like Ronaldo Green got one that was like, yeah, he should have gotten called. Just bad. Like, why did you do that at that time? You would have gotten off the field if you would have just like whatever. But there's just Seattle's offense, with their two-headed running back thing is quite the feat, and really, really was very hard to beat. Fact that they converted a 3rd and long on the ground really was kind of the icing on the cake. Really hard. I will say though, they only allowed one actual touchdown, so like these young players, I think, are getting a lot of good learning experience right now, and so hopefully that will prepare them moving forward. Um, yeah, ignore that. Um, moving forward and stuff. So we'll have to see. Have to just, it's just gonna be what it is, guys. It sucks, but like kind of find some positives in here. At least we're still in the playoffs. We're gonna be the 5 or 6 seed depending on how the Rams and Arizona game goes tomorrow. So we'll be playing Philly or Chicago again. So I don't know which one I would rather have. Both are gonna suck because they're both gonna be cold. Almost would rather have Philly because you just haven't played them. So that would be good. I really don't know if I would want to play the Bears again. Only like a week apart, basically 2 weeks apart. So we'll have to see what ends up happening tomorrow. After the afternoon games. So, it's just gonna be it's rough, you know. But we knew our defense was our weakness, and Seattle very much exploited that, took that to their advantage, you know. It's hard, it's gonna be one of those things that, it's just injuries are gonna catch up to us, and I think they really are going to be, and like this just proves how essential Fred Warner is to this team because he just really, man, he either covers up a lot or something. So, yeah, it's just gonna be just have to see what ends up happening moving forward. It was a rough thing for the defense too. Um, Especially losing out on that fumble. That fumble recovery could have been everything. And, they absolutely needed to get that. And, it kind of just that's the 49ers 2025 season, almost there, almost there. So, we'll see. Hopefully we get some, even if we get Fred Warner back, I think that's just going to be huge. But like our poor linebackers have just been banged up all season. It really sucks. So, it's just it is what it is, man. It was just rough all game. But yeah, they shut down Purdy pretty much, and McCaffrey was pretty much a no go. Had 23 yards in total, guys. That's awful. Yeah, and that was just kind of the night, guys. Only one touchdown. That was a rushing touchdown from Seattle, Charbonnet. So, very much Seattle's back in competition, and hopefully, like, we'll stay with it, get healed up for next season too. Or like Kyle said, he wants to earn the chance to play them again. I really don't. I hate playing teams 3 times in a row. So we'll see. We basically split with the Rams and the Seahawks and swept the Cardinals. So, yeah, it's just going to be it's tough. Niners finished 12-5 overall, 5-3 at home. Overall, like they did. Niners had a pretty phenomenal season, though, regardless, guys, because like of all the injuries, of everything stacked against them, they still ended up with a positive record in the playoffs with a chance at the Super Bowl. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So we'll just have to see. It's not gonna be an easy road to get back to Levi's, but who knows, man? Who knows what can happen moving forward? But yeah. Also with the defense, our freaking we gotta stop the missed tackles, guys. It's freaking ridiculous how many missed tackles there were tonight, and how freaking Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet were just like loosey goosey all night, and Nick Jiba was too. It was just like it was insane. So it's just it is what it is, guys. It sucked overall. It was rough, but it's just gonna be what it's gonna be, and I'm glad. I was a little worried with that Purdy injury at the end, but luckily he's all right. Seems like it's just a stinger, that's something that they can take care of, and that's a quick injury to come back from, and it's not really anything to worry about too much. So, yeah, it's not going to be an easy game moving forward, but we're gonna have to see what ends up happening. Yeah, so let's look over these box scores. 19 of 27, 127 yards, one interception for Purdy. Got sacked 3 times. McCaffrey 8 for 23. Purdy rushed a little bit, which is really good. 2 for 21. Brian Robinson 2 for 9. Jennings 4 for 35. McCaffrey 6 for 34. Kittle 5 for 29. DeMarcus Robinson 3 for 24. Juice 1 for 5. And then nothing for Bourne. Let's see. Defense sacks were Bethune and Sam Akwanu. Got our sacks tonight, which is great. Tackling was abysmal. They've really got to stop getting missed tackles. It's really, really infuriating. Niners did not get an interception. Drake Thomas got one from Seattle. Kick returns, nothing crazy really on special teams. Nobody really broke one out. I think the longest somebody got was like to the 35 or 40. So, yeah, guys, that's pretty much like I don't know what else to really say. It was just a rough game. The Seattle is a really complete team and really shows what kind of level of competition we're going to be facing up against. And we have a really good offense, even though we got shut down. Our defense is not good enough to keep us in games. And because our offense got shut down, we're pretty much done. And I really don't know how. Like, it's crazy, man. It was just a crazy game. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to really talk about. Kittle did not get re-hero or anything, so he should be good to go for the playoffs. We'll have to keep updated on all the other injuries moving forward, especially Trent Williams and Ricky Pearsall, and hopefully that goes us a biz. I was really bummed that Ricky didn't play because I feel like he has an element to his game that really could have helped open up the 49ers a little bit by taking the top off a smidge. Like, I really feel like we needed that threat so that way, because I feel like that's what made us kind of one-dimensional this game. And Kyle was just not calling really short passes all game, and it did not work. and he tried to get the run going, and it just did not work. So, it's the name of the game, guys. Sucks, but at least we're still in the competition. Still hope, still faithful. So, you know, um, yeah. I'm trying to think. The rivalry jerseys, they're cool. Um, Not my favorite. I don't know why. I'm not a fan of the all black for whatever reason. Even when we had the all blacks a while ago, and like 2016, like 2015, 2016, did not like them at all, really. Um, my favorites are the throwbacks. Those are the cleanest. So, they're just, I don't know. All the Niners don't wear those for a while. Let it wear off. So, you know, it was not fun. But um yeah, all right, guys. Well, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna leave the real deep breakdowns for the guys. So keep moving forward. Keep going. Um Try and enjoy your Sunday. No victory Sunday for us, but moving on to the playoffs. New season starts next week. So move on. Have no idea how they're gonna fix the defense, but we'll have to see. And yeah, we'll keep you updated who we end up playing, what day we play, because we won't find out till tomorrow. So yeah. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And as always, go Niners. Good night, guys.